why are people falling for these scams? Like, why would you drop your hard-earned money, like £1,000? Anybody that promises you visa, just know that that person is more likely to be a scammer. Instead of being desperate, turn that desperation to determination. Hey guys, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Omari BDC. Thanks for clicking on this video. Thanks for joining in. As always, if you're new here, welcome to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And to my OGs, thanks for always coming back to watch my videos. I don't take it for granted. I want to just get straight to the topic of this video, which is immigration scams. Like, I know it's a very touchy topic, but I have to talk about it. Like, what do I have this platform for if it's not to create awareness and just, give my own opinion, my 2 cents, and just be some sort of guidance to people with the best of my ability so that they don't fall for immigration scam. Yes. So if this is something you're interested in, please relax, sit tight, and let's get straight to this video. Now, before I go ahead to talk about this topic, it's very important to tell you why I'm talking about it. Yes, it's very important because I just didn't wake up and decide to talk about it. We're in the era of migration. Obviously, people have always been migrating from time, like from time immemorial, and it's not a new thing. But obviously, we're in the social media era, and we're in the era where a lot of things are just happening. So migration, immigrating into other countries is now becoming like more prominent. A lot of people are traveling from one country to another for study, for work permit, for permanent residency, and because of that, it's an opportunity for scammers to pry on people's vulnerability and take advantage of people. This is the time that you will see lots of scammers out there. Now, I've heard a lot about immigration scams, and I've heard so many people who have had to pay a huge sum of money for the promise of they're going to get visas, they're going to get jobs, they're going to get admission, and these promises have been failed with people's money hanging God knows where. Some people are not even able to collect their money back. Some people are not able to reach their agents, their consultants or whoever it is that they paid money to. And this have made people fall into depression, mental health issues. See, this is not a joke. And there's the recent one that has been trending, even though I didn't jump on the trend. I don't like jumping on trends, but it has been trending, or the story has been circulating, which was the one that happened to the Nigerians, or to some Nigerians in the UK. So just a brief just for you to understand, a brief story of what happened. I heard that there was a platform, or there was a group where some Nigerians were there. Some Nigerians were in that group, and the group was created for something else. But after that thing has been achieved, they were still in that group, these people, and I think some of them were in the UK. So somebody came to that platform and just gave like an advertisement or an announcement that if anybody's interested in COS, and they're in this location and this location in the UK, they should reach out to her. She has COS that she could give them. I don't know what it means. I think certificate of sponsorship or something like that. And a lot of people reached out to her, and I think at the end of the day, she made those promises that she was going to get this certificate of sponsorship for them, and they all contributed money to give her. Not like contributed together, but the amount of money that was given to her summed up to £950,000. Guys, guess what? None of them got the COS. They've reached out to so many bloggers and influencers to activists to kind of help them, call this person out, find a way to just, get their money back, and they are still on the case. They've not been able to get the woman. I don't know so much about the story, and it got me thinking. Initially, I started thinking that why are people falling for these scams? Like, why would you drop your hard-earned money, like £1,000, £2,000, and much depend. I don't know how much she collected per person, and it was even cash. As I heard, there was a picture of her with those cash. I don't know the verification of that. How would you let go of your hard-earned money for something that it's not certain, for something that you don't really know if it's going to work? But later on, I realized that, if you've never experienced it, you wouldn't really know. A lot of people are vulnerable, a lot of people are desperate, and people pry on this. Scammers pry on people's desperation, people's vulnerability. And it just made me understand that you just pray this doesn't happen to you. Like, it's easy to say, oh, it can't happen to me, it can't happen to me, I do my due diligence. But let's just pray it doesn't happen to you. So I just thought, let me be a sense of a source of um information, awareness to people. And that's why I'm doing this video. Even though I'm in Canada, this probably could have happened to somebody in Canada, or it probably might have happened to people who are in Canada or who are planning on coming to Canada. So this is for anybody trying to relocate. Now I'm going to talk about certain things, things that should make you know that you shouldn't be scammed or should prevent you from getting scammed. I want to just shed more light on it, and hopefully this makes sense. Now, the very first thing I want to talk about, when you want to start relocation. I know it's not what some people like to hear, but it's just the truth, is you need to learn to know that this relocation is about you. This relocation is for your life, for the life of your family. So you are in the best position to know what's good for you. That's why there is something called do it yourself. When you're thinking of that journey, the first thing you should think of is, oh, I want to relocate, I have to do it myself. Don't think of any agent first. Yes, you might not like it, you might not like to hear the idea that, oh, I don't have time, or it's hard. It's not hard. You just need to believe in yourself, be patient with yourself, and take some time out to do the research you need to do. I remember when I did the very first time I shared my relocation journey with my husband, I had people reaching out to me asking me, oh, can I get the contact of your agent? Or can I get the contact of your the person that did it for you? Or did you do it yourself? Who did it for you? And I still get mails, DMs of people, or from people still requesting for this. When I tell them that we did it ourselves, some people actually find it hard to believe. To be sincere, some people still go ahead to insist or request if I can give them a contact of an agent, or if I can do it for them. Now, there's nothing wrong in using agents, but don't be surprised when I say, or when people tell you they did it themselves, because the information, the resources are available. There are lots and lots. See, we're in the social media, we're in the internet era, we're in the technology era. All you need to do is Google. Even if you don't know the website, Google migration or immigration to Canada, immigration to UK, immigration to this, immigration to that, or study in this place, get jobs in this place, and you will see so many resources, so many information, either from official sites or even from some blogs. There are some blogs that write articles about migration. All you need to do is, you have to remove laziness when you're talking about making a life-changing decision. Like, you're literally trying to uproot yourself from one country that you've been born in, most likely, to another country that you might not even know one person, to start all over again. So you need to be well informed yourself. Whether you pay somebody or not, you need to even know certain things about this. So you need to learn to do it yourself. You need to learn how to research, just do the findings you need to. You need to learn how to read. You need to learn how to read. Like I said, Google goes a long way. There are also some sites, Reddit, Quora, Neverland, where you have people who would give you legitimate information. People who have probably tried something out, they will share their personal experience, and you can even see, they might even give you some guidance to websites. You can go on YouTube. YouTube is a search engine. Is a place to search for things. Apart from the entertainment that you get from it, you can also search for things. Search for immigration or relocation to this country, relocation to that, study in this country, and you will see people share their experience in details on how they went about certain things. So in case you're you're just not ready to go to this website, or you don't even know where to start from, just go on YouTube, watch the videos, take notes, and watch the videos from the beginning to the end if you know you're looking for something. I've had videos that I've done where I even say go check IRCC website, and some people will still come and ask me, and I'm not shading anybody, I'm just trying to make this point, and they'll ask me, how do I enter the pool? I don't even understand what pool is all about. What is If you just watch the video to the end and see certain things I put on my screen, I even write the website or the Instagram handle of somebody that I ask people to follow. You would be able to do these things if you watch the videos to the end. So please watch their videos, whoever it is you watch their videos to the end. Take notes, jot things down, and whatever it is you jot down, you now go and do Google search to verify informations that you've gotten from these people on official sites. So if the person talks about IRCC and this is what IRCC says and this is what they did in IRCC, you go and do your verification. There are so many resources. You can check people on Instagram. If you know what you're finding and you're looking for those things, Instagram will keep recommending similar things. Don't do it out of desperation. Instead, out of determination, so that when you see things, you'll be able to take your time out to ask questions. Ask questions from multiple people. Some will not respond, some will respond. Don't, because one person don't respond, assume every other person won't respond. And you will now be able to get links. You see people suggesting Telegram groups, Twitter handles of people you can follow, Instagram handles of people you can follow. That these people are people that give information on day-to-day basis on immigration to different countries. And you'll be able to ask questions in this platform. Like Olo of Canada, I know for certain that he has a Telegram group for study route and for permanent resident route. And on that platform where there are thousands of people, there is no way you will ask question ask question based on what you've researched. Do not ask question that, oh, how do I start? Whereas, funny enough, even if you ask, you might find somebody who would guide you, because there will be somebody who is willing to share their journey, who is willing to teach out of thousands of people. But it makes more sense if you've done your own personal research, such that when you reach out to people, you're not trying to make them spoon feed you. So there's one thing in researching and doing this in yourself, but I'm not going to deny the fact that I know that some people can't do this fully on their own. Not everybody is good in researching, to details. Some people are very good at interpreting some information than others. I'm not going to deny that. I know that happens. Like, my husband is very good at these things compared to me. So whenever I do my research, I ask him questions according to my research. But before you ask someone question, you need to have done your research, so that the person will just give you an answer according to that research you did, and not having to start from beginning to the end. Not everybody is that patient. Me, I can even be patient, but some people they will just ignore you. Not because they are not kind, but because they don't have that time. So when you do your research and you have some questions to ask, when you go and meet certain people, especially YouTubers who have said, oh, you can ask me questions in DM, they would be willing to answer, because they'll be like, oh, this person has done their homework. Oh, this person has actually done this, has done this. This person doesn't just understand. So let me take my time to explain to this person. So the do it yourself is very, very important. Like, you need to have tried it out before you even consider using an agent. You need to have tried it out, because when you're doing it yourself, you probably are not going to pay any amount of money except from certain fees that the official site have asked you to pay. The official organization have asked you to pay. And you can call these organizations. If you don't know, you can. If you don't have the means to call them because you're in another country, if you know somebody in that foreign country to just help you call, they answer any questions. Especially if you want to apply to schools, they answer. IRCC, they answer. I can tell you that I know a lot of people who have paid agents to get admission, to get the visa for study, and to get their study permit, and not necessarily whether I'm not even saying this agent is a scam or not, or is a scammer or not, but this person pays the agent and the person don't get anything. No visa, no nothing. That money is gone. And there's no agent that will charge you anything less than 200 and something thousand naira. Right now, so it might be going as high as 1 million for services. It might. And when she did it herself, from beginning to the end, obviously with guidance of people, she got her study permit, she has finished her school, she has gotten a permanent residency. Yes, it took her a bit more time, but see, she has gotten to her destination. When we started our journey in 2019. When we started, like, we were about to start this journey from getting an international passport, doing our courts, our registry, to doing our IELTS. 2019, and we did not travel to Canada until the ending of 2022. That's about 3 years. So you see that this journey takes time, but you have to be willing to take that time. So that's about the do it yourself. Now, let me now assume for one reason or the other, you're not able to do it yourself. Maybe you first did it yourself, it didn't work. It happens. Maybe especially for study route, especially when you're coming to Canada. When you're coming to Canada through, you want to come through with study permit or through the study route, it's different from UK. So based on what I've heard, in the UK, once you've gotten your admission, there's no 100% guarantee, but you're almost certain that you'll get a visa. But it's different from Canada. Like, your application for visa or for study permit is independent of your admission. Yes, they will ask for your admin. Maybe you need to send in all those documents, but it is not what they need to give you visa. There is more to it. They have their own criteria. So you can get your admission and do all those things and make your payments, and you might still be denied visas. I know of 5 people personally that applied for study permit and didn't get visas, and for so many different reasons that you'll even be confused, that I don't understand. So in case for one reason or the other you need to get an agent, maybe you don't have the time, maybe you just don't want to stress yourself, maybe you've tried it yourself and it didn't work, there are things you need to do when you want to pick the agent that you need or the consultant that you need for this your process. You need to also do your research, regardless of whatever method you use, whether you do it yourself, whether you use an agent. You still need to learn to do certain things yourself. First, you need to research on the agent you're going to use. Make sure the agent is somebody that you can trust, somebody that has credibility, or you get a licensed consultant. There's a reason why I'm saying these two things: a licensed consultant or an agent with credibility. Credibility meaning they are verifiable testimonies from people, not one person, not, oh, I know somebody that did it for somebody. That person that they did it for, find out from that person. Find out the process. Did you use this person for study because I want to use study? Or did you use this person for permanent residency? There are two different processes, and you need to be sure if that person can do what you want. So you might not necessarily get value from somebody who has done for permanent residency, and you want to do study permit. You might not. So you need somebody who has done the process you're about to embark on, using an agent, and ask questions. If possible, get multiple people to give you a very verifiable testimony, or give you verifiable testimonies. It's your own assignment that you need to do, because it's about your life, it's about your money. And you need to get a licensed consultant, because those ones are regulated. These are people that they have bodies that are going to penalize them if they do what is wrong. The profession is a regulated profession. So if you use a licensed consultant, and you need to be sure that they are licensed, so there are things you need to check to verify that license. Let me see your card, whatever it is. You need to do your due diligence, because it's about your life. So once you've now gotten the agent or the consultant for your journey, you need to now, it's not like, oh, you pay this amount of money and you now sit back and the person will tell you, oh, sign this, oh, get this document, and you just start signing. No, every document that needs to be signed, you need to read it. Get people to help you read it. Friends that are lawyers, family friends that are intelligent, tell them to help you read it if you don't trust yourself. If they say, oh, you need to pay 10 million or you need to pay 5 million or 20 million for this and for that, why am I paying? You've paid for the service, so there's nothing wrong in you asking questions. Oh, this website. Oh, tell me, let me see the website. Please let me just go through it just for me to just have a better understanding. So you see that even if you are paying somebody, you still need to be in the know of what that person is doing. Like I have said, this is after you are certain that this person is someone you can trust. And there's one thing I need to tell you. Anybody that promises you visa, just know that that person is more likely to be a scammer. There is no legit person that will promise you, don't worry, you get visa. No, you shouldn't be promised. You should not be promised. Yes, there is a high chance. It's more likely that you would get if you follow this procedure, if you follow this method, if you do it this way. But you cannot guarantee, because you don't know what the official is looking at. You don't know the red flags the official is going to see that will not, give you the visa. It's just more like even permanent residency. Yes, I can tell you that, if you get your ITA, you are almost certain. But an agent, a consultant should not give you that guarantee. Do you understand? So you should be able to know that if the person say, if you pay this, you are definitely going to get the sponsorship. You're definitely that's a red flag. So you need to go and ask questions. You need to ask questions. Sometimes if it's somebody that you even before you, that's why I said even before you accept somebody to work for you, or so you give somebody this job as an agent, or you consult this person, you need to still be able to, before you have to be certain that this person is verifiable. Even if the person advertised themselves on social media, just Google and you will see Reddit. They will tell you, because all these scammers, they have similar things they say, similar things they do. So Reddit will tell you, somebody who have had an experience will have a question to ask, and you will be surprised as to the response you will get. Whether Reddit, whether Nairaland, whether Quora, and even some other sites where you see people that will legit, people that will say, that will open the yansh of these scammers. Don't be in a haste. That's another thing I want to say. Don't be in a haste. I want to travel by the end of this year, so whatever it takes. See, if the country you are traveling to, and that's what happens to a lot of people when they now travel, Canada is not what I thought it was. They did not tell me this, they did not tell me that, because you were in a haste. Not everybody was in a haste though before they now have those culture shocks or things they didn't expect. I'm not saying that, but some people, is because they were in a haste, they didn't do their due diligence. Because I used to say that I can count the amount of things that shocked me, and even when I was shocked, I wasn't shocked to the point where it got me destabilized, or got me distraught, or got me so sad and have regrets. No, I'm just like, this happened, how I wish I knew, and I moved on. Now I know, because I had done a lot of research about what life will be like here. And I created room for, unforeseen things I probably did not know about. I created room for it in my mind. So don't be in a haste that, I want, because when you get here, you're still going to have to struggle to get a job. You're still going to have to pay bills. You're still going to have to start your life all from the beginning. So why not take your time and be well prepared before you start that lifetime journey? So don't be in a haste. Take your time and find the right agent. Take your time, and because they, like I said, they feed on your vulnerability. They feed on your desperation. They'll tell you bring 10 million and you don't even care. They just say, when you do that, you do this, you get this, and you just pay. No, please, don't be in a haste. Instead of being desperate, turn that desperation to determination. Yes, aspire to quagmire. Turn that desperation to determination. Yes, Nigeria is hard, your country is hard, things are killing you, want a better life for your family, we know that. But as hard as Nigeria was, see, when we were trying to relocate, our car was bad, our inverter was bad. When I say our car was bad, it had gotten to the point whereby we really needed to change. And not be say, sorry, it's not like we didn't have the money to change, but we knew what we're keeping that money for, we knew what we're using that money for. We needed to be patient. But we still lived our life. We still tried to create, at least within the amount of money we've set aside to still spend. We still try to create a very suitable lifestyle for ourselves, pending the time we got our PR, pending the time the process, you know, was done. My husband was still doing his friends and he was still going to work and he will still come back and do lessons. He will go for the physical lessons. He will still come home. That time I just gave birth to my daughter Sekina. It was not an easy thing, but we were still living our life while we're doing the process. And we're hoping we will see people getting IT, see people getting PR, and we're hoping on God. But we lived our life. So, in as much as you want to rush and leave, be patient, because they say the patient dog eats the fattest bone. You're going to reap that, the fruit of that patience. You will reap it. Trust me. Make that your country your home, because it's your home regardless. So make it your home. No matter how hard it is, it requires money. Relocation requires money. So take a little out of the money you have and live your life. But just be prudent on your spending, because you know the bigger goal. So turn that desperation into what? Determination. I know what I'm saying. And like I said, pay attention to whatever it is your license or your consultant or your agent is doing. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't say, they will say, I'm not. Ask questions. That's what you're paying. That's the service you're paying for. Now, obviously, when you're talking about the scamming is when somebody just promises you admission. Oh, you've gotten admission. You did not verify before you pay. You did not check before you pay. The school that they said, you know that some people, before I forget, when I escorted my cousin to the airport, she gisted me of somebody who they were asking, what school are you going to? And what course are you about to study? The person did not know. The person was asking the person, he was asking the person that came with him. I don't know if that was the agent or the person that did it with him. I don't know. He did not know. He was now trying to check. So that's to show you that that person did not even put eyes, did not put head into what the agent was doing for him. And you are going to school. No, now, no, you don't do things like that. You need to be able to ask questions. Okay, I've gotten admission for you with all the information you gave me and everything. I got admission for you in so and so school, and they said you should pay acceptance fee of $5,000. Go and search for the school. At least this person did it for you, but no wahala. Search for the school. Oh, I did this. You will see all the information. Ask the person, is it refundable if I don't get my visa? If the person say, oh yes, find out yourself. Don't pay that $5,000 blindly, because, and that's why I said that's why I keep reiterating, before you get this agent, be sure it's somebody that is credible. Because if you don't get your visa, you should be able to get for some schools, I don't know if it's all schools, you should be able to get your refund. Maybe they'll just remove $100 or $200. So be sure that this person will not run away if the person gets that refund. Be sure that you will get your refund. So the only money you'll probably be losing is maybe that $100 and the fee you paid the agent for that service, because there is no guarantee. There is no guarantee. So like I said, don't fall prey for promises. Don't fall prey for your desperation. I understand it's hard. Things are hard. It's not easy. But just take it a step at a time, and trust me, the end will justify the means. There will be light at the end of the tunnel. Be willing to do your research, even if you're even going to pay an agent. And the very last thing I'm going to say, which is what I said earlier, is don't focus on getting it fast. Focus on getting it right. Because you're trying to start your life from the beginning. And you have to get that right, if you get what I mean. So focus on getting it right, and you wouldn't regret. If you have any tip to add in the about this, people that are falling for scammers, if you have experienced it, you feel free to share your experience, please, in the comment section. If you have more tip or more advice to give, please drop it down in the comment section. I'm not sure if I was able to cover it all, but I've done my best. It's up to you to now do your own best, do your due diligence, and as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned one or two from what I said. Trust me, this is not me, not I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just trying to, be some sort of help, some sort of insights. I want to put insight. I want to give people insight, awareness for people, so that you don't fall prey, so that you don't lose lots of money. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that whenever I upload new videos, you'll be the very first one to know about it. As always, till next time, make sure you stay safe, take good care of yourself. See you in my next video. Bye bye.